Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show where two friends unwind with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard Pucci, and I have Miss Joy. I'm a real live streamer, content creator, old lady,
Yes.
Joy, Nickens. Hello, Miss Joy. How you doing today?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? I am doing wonderful. My apologies. It is my fault that we are late. Totally. I that. I recently got some red envelopes, and I wanted to say thank you to the people that blessed us with the red
Oh,
envelopes up in here. Ew, 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 ew. Bruh, bruh, bruh. So then I was talking to them with Bibby, and just told them about my mom and stuff. And then I was like, oh my god, it's past 10. They're like, I need to do nightcap. So and then Bibby cut
oh,
me.
wait. Were you guys celebrating right now? Like,
Well, no. So this was for Lunar New Year that happened on Friday.
yes.
So Lunar New Year was Friday, but since we are in quarantine and stuff, like not every when you well, I'm trying to say, do you know anything about Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year and stuff, or no?
I was gonna say it is the ox, right?
Yes, it is the year of the ox, and we say, well, I'm saying it because like I can say this, like I can pronounce it, but okay, Fatwa, like trying to say like Happy New Year, with blessings and things, and usually what happens is you would go to other people's houses and then you either give them or you receive the red envelopes. Since Baby and I aren't married, we don't have to give red envelopes. But because we're not married, we receive red envelopes, which is lit. So um, we got some from the immediate family, and then her cousin and her husband and her parents gave us red envelopes. We were just
Aw.
we called her cousin's parents, and then we called her cousin to say, thank you, like thank you so much. We received your gifts. Thank you so much. And yeah, then we were just like catching up real quick, like how have you been? What's going on? Are you okay? It's been snowing. Like what's going on? And of course, Valentine's. So it was like Lunar New Year, Valentine's Day, and then telling them about my parents and my mom and cancer and all this stuff and COVID. And then it's like, oh my god, I need to go. So then we were just like, okay, we gotta
Oh
get
no! You should. I was gonna say you should have said something. We could have rescheduled. Blah, blah, blah.
no, but yes, but no. I mean, I
I know.
also do really want to talk to you and just like catch up with what's been going on with you and Cupid and like what's been happening. Like, Lord,
Oh, nothing.
I was just nothing.
I was gonna say nothing. You know what I've been doing a lot of? So unlike Rodney and a lot of other people, I need, in order for me to keep up with Grandma Joy,
Yes.
I need to watch it all by myself. So that's what I tend to picture to Joy, because she was like nightcap tonight, and so I just wanted to show her the fact that I was like legitimately like lying in bed watching Joy do later daters, but
Yes.
I
I have it. I was like, oh my god, you're literally seeing me like on the TV.
yeah.
Like, that's so dope.
In
Thank
which
you.
in which case I like, because I'm an old person, I'm just like I just want to watch Joy. I'm like I just want to watch Joy play the game.
Which is
I
great.
was like, she needs to stop talking. What are they doing? Truth or dare? I just wanna. And so then I hit the button, and I'm just like bloop bloop, and then I skip like 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, she's still talking.
Yep. Yep.
In
I
which
keep
case,
going through.
like, because I completely it's not like I don't understand. um it's sometimes I feel like it could be lost in translation when you're
Mm,
watching it like in the future.
yeah.
and also considering the fact that I'm like, oh no, I just like really just want to watch her play the game because
Yeah.
I'm an old person and I'm like, I played it. I wonder what she'll choose. So I didn't finish. Did you do it on the 15th, the last your Friday?
Okay, so what happened was I technically was done
Yeah.
on Thursday. When I played it when I played it yesterday,
Hmm.
I was talking for a whole almost half hour.
Oh, like always.
Like always, I clicked in to play the game,
Yeah, and it.
and then the family album closed, and it
Yeah,
was like,
it was the credits.
it's over. And I was like, oh shit, it's done. Like I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was done. So that half hour, I was just like, later, daters, doo 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 doo, and then eventually it was like, okay, so what do I play now? So I basically finished it
Yeah.
day 4.
Yeah. Yep.
But it was great. Like I really did enjoy Later Daters. I'm trying to sing its praises to everyone that I know to play the game. Um, and Grandma Joy, Joy Bell Jenkins, Abuelita Alegría will come back again. I have her outfit over here, so Grandma Joy isn't like gone for good. She'll come back. So, you know, I appreciate it. I can't hear you. It just went off. There you go.
Hello?
There you go.
Hello? Hello? Me and you went completely different routes.
What did you do?
I did not. I didn't play D&D. I did the escape room.
How was old people in the escape room? How was it?
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was good. Stuff hidden in different sections. It was still fine. It was still fine. By the way, hi Rodney.
And I feel bad. Ronnie's like, we could have postponed this. We really could have postponed. I'm like, really? I really wanted to do it.
No,
I'm
I was gonna say, and that's what I always like. If there's ever like like family thing, like or like thing that isn't like normal, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just
Oh, but it was fine. Like I
okay.
just felt like it was just nice to catch up. But they were tired. Like they were gonna go to sleep anyway. And then I was like, all right, well, I gotta go. Like we're gonna go. Bye. So I wanted to do it.
Um, so I didn't do that, and then also I did not romance. So you only romanced one person.
Yes, because I am a loyal ass bitch. And I was just
Yeah.
like, I want to be with Mariana. Like, and then that was a whole tomfoolery of a situation. What did
It
you do?
Okay, so it's funny. So you hooked up with Mariana like the first night, the first or second night, or the first night that it was available to you. You were like, boom, you
Yep,
slid. Um,
get in that pussy.
s- I think it was here. Wait, um, I'm gonna look it up entirely just to double check. Ronnie said just as long as if it wouldn't have been weeks until Nightcap happened again. Ha ha ha.
No.
Those instances, those were necessities. Those were
Yeah.
necessities. Are August and are December. I don't know why it's always August and December, which is roughly 6 months. So that just makes sense in some like weird half-assed way. No, seriously. So for later daters, I didn't romance anybody for like most of the game.
Wait,
Like,
what were you? Like, what was your name? What was your gender? Like, what was your pet? Like, what'd you do?
oh, I was female.
Nice.
I was Ricky, Racki.
Like Ricky Lake.
Yes. Here, wait. I'll even show you. Oh wait, as I legitimately don't show you.
Okay.
I was like the
What was
sexy old
the
lady.
brown lady?
Yeah, I was like sexy old lady.
I like that.
Yes, I
What was your
uh
whole like? Did you have a whole name, like persona and everything?
yeah, whole persona? Yeah, like I did the like stereotypical. Here we go. I'll show you. So I had a cat, and
Miss
I
Ricky Roo. And Josephine.
and Josephine. And then it's great because I was not previously married or anything or coupled up.
Oh,
I just like didn't feel like doing any like I my character did not necessarily need a relationship. So I
hmm.
spent like 90% of the game not doing anything relationship wise, and you'll never believe who I hooked up with. I almost hooked up with somebody.
Was it Albert?
No, no, not at all.
Was it Blair?
Okay, yeah, he's the one that I ended up hooking up with.
Wow.
I ended up hooking up with Blair, which is so funny because you were bitching about him the entire game, but like there was something about his like his like because like I think like yes sometimes he could be creepy but sometimes I think like that was just the persona like he was sort of
Mm-hmm.
playing around with that
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I thought and then the other person that I almost hooked up with was the rock star.
Jax?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
I almost hooked I was this I didn't. I was this close to hooking up with Jax, but then he went away.
Oh yeah, then he went away for the cruise and yeah. Yeah.
I was so sad. I was like, okay.
Blair though? Well,
Yeah.
I think Blair really showed his when he was trying to be the community leader or whatever. At first I was like, he's such a jerk. And then eventually I was like, oh, he really wants this. Like, you know what? He may get these cheeks. He may get these cheeks. If I wasn't trying to get with Mariana,
Mm.
but you know how that went. I'm upset. This bitch talking about some, oh, we should hook up, and then she kept talking about her dead wife, and then she's like, oh, we should take it slow. You came on to me, bitch. Like it's not me coming on to you.
Oh my gosh, look, the cat is just like straight up like,
Can I help you, sir?
"Oh, and I didn't have the old people orgy.
Oh my, what you do?
I
Oh,
I I didn't have the old people orgy."
you didn't have the old people orgy, bro?
No, no, my orgy was me and either Jax or me and which I counted that as like I didn't count that as like ooh we did it. I counted that as like a sleeping.
Oh, it was a dream, so whatever.
Yeah, I counted that as a dream sequence.
Wait, so did you have everyone stay young, or did you have them go back to
Oh,
being old?
it's funny. I did the one and then I don't know if you know this, but they made it easy that way you could go back if you didn't like a thing.
No.
Yes, yes. There was a button that you could press, and it would take you to uh, the last
Like
choice that
decision?
you made. Yes, the last decision, and you could actually switch it. So for certain
What?
things like that, so like I knew that I wanted them to stay old, but I swapped it, and basically the butthole guy, the wormhole, he was
Mm.
like, "Oh, you want to stay young, huh? Too bad you're not." It was like you didn't get to stay young.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
wow. Oh
yeah, you ended up not being able to stay young.
shoot. Damn.
Yeah.
All right, damn. Well, I'm still glad with the choices that I made, regardless. Like I'm very happy. Oh my
Oh,
gosh. Yeah, this is
I
fun.
oh yeah, no, I was like and that's why this sort of game is like the sort of game that I like I have no problems watching other people play
Mm,
because I want instead of me instead of me making the choices again since I've already played it once before, it's kind of fun to watch other people do it because when you're doing it yourself like you know what the other options are or you know what I mean like
yeah.
you know like kind of what it's like which by the way the cribbage game is actually really kind of good if you feel like being an old person.
Look, cribbage had me like zoning out by the third paragraph. I was like, what is this game about?
Yeah. My grandfather used to play cribbage. um uh,
I
uh
didn't get it.
old people orgy, yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing for joy. I didn't have that. um
I loved it.
I was and that's I like you were like oh when you were reading the thing. um Hi. Hi, go.
Oh my god. She's like, what's in your mouth? I want it.
Yeah, no, she doesn't come over for kisses or anything. She literally just wants to smell my breath. Just me.
That's me with Bibi.
Yeah.
I
She's
just
like,
be sniffing her like carbon dioxide.
yeah. Um,
This is too, but I just sniff her carbon dioxide.
I have been playing Cultist Simulator.
Yes, please tell me about that. And hi, Rick. How are you doing?
Ah, why would we want to stay young? I know I wouldn't want to. That's right.
I like
Uh,
I like that they gave us that whole morality talk. 'Cause I spoke to my other friends about that. I was like, y'all really need to play this game because it puts a lot of things in perspective.
mm,
It was nice. And I
yeah.
don't want to stay young forever either, so you know.
um, Cultist Simulator is great. It's like Solitaire plus Doomsday. It's like Doomsday Solitaire. It's so much fun. Like the only reason why I'm not playing it right now is because I'm doing Nightcap. Otherwise, I'd
Well,
be playing it right now. Like legitimately, like I've been playing it nonstop because um I don't. Okay, so I can't explain it. I can't explain it. It's like so it's a tile game. It's a storytelling tile game where they don't give you a tutorial, so like you'll die a million times and like you'll like get this much further. So like I'll play for like back when I first started. I'd play for like 3 hours and like I wouldn't get very far. I'd maybe get like this much farther than the previous time I played, and then I would die. And then I'd say, "Oh, I get it," and then like I'd play another 4 hours, and then I'd get like this much further than the previous playthrough. So it's just like a really weird game, but oddly enough, maybe it's like therapeutic, but I can't I can't explain it, and I also can't like try to put it to the screen because if I did that while it was playing, um, I would lose all my progress because you can't. There's no save states.
what? You can't save?
Yeah, like you can save it, but like that's it. Like you only have one save state.
Why?
It's because when you die, it's done. It's
Like,
one of those. It's one of those games with permadeath. Death.
so you can't like you'd have to start all over again.
Yeah, and that's what happens. Yeah.
What? That's wow. Okay, that's
Yeah. No, it's brutal.
oh my god. I mean, once you die,
It's
you die.
it once you die. So basically you're trying to run a cult and you need to like work a regular job in order to like live, and if you don't work that regular job, you'll starve, and if you can't pick that up later, you end up dying. And yeah, like boom, and you're dead. If like you don't have money, you die from that. And then like you're trying to build up your cult. There's investigators looking to try to find some evidence that you're doing something shady, and you can send people to them, people that are high and sort of being able to like move things around with
Wait,
the
so
evidence.
do you pick what cult it is that you're
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, so I'm so sorry, this is like a really weird topic. Um so when you're playing the game, there are different lore. So think about like the elements in like Pokemon. So so the cults that you can have, one's based on moths, one's based on moths, one's based on lanterns. It's moth, lantern, um hammer, like forging things together. So like a hammer. There's winter. There's edge. So like a knife.
That
Edge, a grail, um, grail hearts, and there's one that's just like the secret histories in general, and the other one is like a lock and key. And so each of those things, certain lore. So, like, let's say if you have a lore two, if you have lore two of like moth, you can put it with another lore too, and you can get a lore 4. And so you're basically just trying to build up your lore to make stronger, um, to, to build up your cult. But if, let's say, if you didn't have lore 2 of Moth, you could, or if you, certain things go into other things. It's like a circle.
I feel like we need to watch it.
Yeah,
So,
no, and I was gonna say, and it's also available for the phone. In which case I bought it. I think it was like 199 and then $5 for like all the packs. So for
okay.
like $6, I was like, yeah, I'll buy it. In which case I definitely, I really enjoy it. Um, I enjoy it on like a level where it's like one of those things where it's like you're just like clicking things and moving things and just like, okay, got to do this, got to do that. Like it's like multitasking sort of thing, because there are things that you have to do to just stay alive, and then there's stuff that you need to do to move the story forward.
Okay.
I'm like,
No,
that's
that makes sense. Like that part makes sense.
okay, but it's just like, in which case it's all like text driven.
Mm,
So it's like all like little tiles that represent the things or icons, and you could like move them around to formations that make sense. That's for the like the computer and the mobile version. The Switch version, it has everything in like nice little neat here wait. Nice little neat sort of categories. In which case, when I was playing this, I was like weirdly addicted to it, and I was like, "This is not good." I'm like, "It's cultist simulator." In which case, here, wait, I'm just gonna show you just which the aesthetic is very nice. It's 1920s themed,
yeah.
and then I'm done with talking about this because it's just like, okay, so like she's like pretty. She's like
Oh.
it's like Cthulhu.
Bring the dawn. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure that this is paused.
Yes.
I'd be so pissed off.
Yes, please, please. I don't want to be the reason why that thing goes off and then you're like, what? That thing turned off.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have it just be for like eligible. Okay, so like this is like legitimately it. So like these are just like all my people or like all what's eligible, and like so down below like have you ever done an adventure game or like seen an adventure game where like you can like, click to work or click to like there's like an action word.
No.
Okay, so like in adventure games, like you can like it'll be like open, and then so there would be like a door or like a desk or something, and you could hit the thing and say like open the door.
Oh, this seems like it's like 90, early 80s, 90s kind of retro.
Like yes, like in the way that they're dealing with that sort of thing, yes. As far as like down below you have, so you could like dream about certain things, you can explore different areas, you can um try to learn about something, you could talk about either to somebody or about something. um you have time passing, and then you have work. um and then down below for this version there are like things that are like kind of like scary that could like f you up. But I'm going to save out of this because I'm not going to mess up, because this is like eight, like maybe 4 hours of progress.
Oh God, yeah, no. Let's not
No,
mess that up.
yeah, no, actually I think it's more than 4 hours. I saw a thing where somebody was like, "Oh, you don't have to like really start the game until like way later. So it's like you can passively play and then just wait to start your cult." And then so I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." So okay, I'm done talking because I don't want to bore people.
I mean,
Sorry.
I just feel like it would be better. I just want to see what it looks like. Probably I'll watch it on YouTube. Just be like, all right, this because I'm seeing these cult games pop up now, and I'm like, oh, okay. They're
Oh,
making people,
Cultist Simulator, like it's popping up in your feed.
yeah, like it's
It's
new.
it's really fun. It just came up. It just came out on Switch. I think it's been out for like 2 years now. Um, but for it being out on like it just came out on Switch recently, and that's primarily how I play. I tried it on the mobile phone. Um, it's okay. I like it better with it's a lot easier on the Switch.
Mm. And you know that Nintendo's having a direct tomorrow, I think.
No.
Yeah, they're like, we hadn't had one in like years, like 3 years. They haven't had a Nintendo direct. I'm just finding out about this because you know me,
Yeah.
I'm not really that deep into Nintendo, but I'm like, oh, okay. So hopefully there's some exciting things.
Yes. Me neither. Me neither. I literally just jumped into it because of the Switch cuz you know me, I have the PlayStation 4 like
Mm,
but
mhm,
there's something, you know what? There's I don't have to think about the Switch.
mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just it's so simple. Like I feel like having to turn on my PlayStation. It's like you have to like hit the button and then you need to like change the HDMI. Like, it's like
I'm
it's
actually the opposite.
it's too much. Well, that's because I only have handheld.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, I am
So
like yesterday, like I'm getting. I mean, I'm doing. I don't know if you've noticed, but like I haven't done any exercises in a couple of days,
yeah,
and I'm like, I'm kind of bored. I never thought I would get bored, but like I am kind of getting bored and unmotivated. So baby was like, "Oh, there's the boxing trial on the Switch. You could try to do that. It's
yeah,
the rhythm rhythm boxing." And I was like, "Okay." And then it just took so much effort to like switch on the switch, turn it on, and then I actually messed up and did the ring fit thing.
hmm
And then I was like, "Oh wait, no, that's not the right game." And then I almost gave up. And then I was like, "Okay, no, 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 no. Okay, you gotta get the things, take the Joy Cons off." And then it
yeah,
wasn't working, and one was reading the other, and
yeah. You had to pair it, and then you were like, "Well, what's the point?"
yeah, it was annoying. And then eventually I was like, okay, finally I got this game together and then did it for almost a couple of minutes, like almost 20 minutes.
Yeah,
And then I was like, all right, nah, nah. Like I
yeah,
don't know. I'm just not as excited about the Switch as
yeah,
I am. Like me, my Game Boy Color, my Game Boy Advance, like we was here. Game
yeah,
Boy, all
yeah.
of that. Now the Switch, I'm like, can I just play this on the PS4? Like, can I just play this on the PC? Like, can I just
Yeah. Well, okay. That's because you have your new shiny. That's what it is.
mm, yeah. I mean, I do love and I want to make sure I do give my PS4 more attention now.
Yeah.
But the Switch, I'm like, it's really Bibby's thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's mine.
Yeah.
I got it for a present, but it's really Bibby's toy. Like, I don't really mess with Nintendo. Anything, I just give her money to get the games that she wants. So
I like the indie being able to play the indie titles on the Switch is nice in
mm,
comparison to like playing it on the phone. Like be because a lot of the titles that are available for phones or for like iOS or Android OS, I don't know what that's called,
yeah,
Android
Android.
operating system, whatever. Um, a lot of those games are available on on Switch, so I kind of like it as like a transitional like piece of equipment. That way, like I don't need to have like a controller for like my phone, you know, like
Yeah,
it's and that way it's its own device. That way I don't have to worry about like the memory card on my the memory on my phone because it's all separate. Which, by the way, that made me laugh. What would if you could bury anything? What would it be? A memory card with a message on it. A memory card. Yeah, a memory card. Oh, SD. Oh, SD card. Ah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm looking at the thing. I have this in my head. I'm like, I know what this is called.
Yeah.
Know what this is, but what is it called? Memory card. You
A
know what
memory
memory
card.
card is?
Yeah. I knew what you meant, as well as when you were talking about Dead by Daylight, and you were like, "Yeah, I have Dead by Daylight." I don't think I bought it. Yeah, I have I could play that with Ricky.
We could totally play this. Like, we
I'm
totally,
gonna lose, but I don't care. Yeah,
yeah, I have no problem. Like, I would rather play it with you versus playing it by myself
yeah.
because there's no reason for me to. I feel like there's no reason for me to play it alone.
Oh, you know what? Just to have like Rodney like laugh at you for like screaming.
I mean, yeah, like I mean, I don't feel like I have to. I think when it comes to playing it, I would love to play it with friends. And if
Yeah,
I had to stream it, then I would rather play it, streaming it with friends versus like streaming it and playing it alone. Like that's the game that I'm like, okay, if y'all want me to play the game, y'all got to come on and play it with
Oh
me.
yeah, heck yeah. No, it's so much fun. It's like that's just like a fun game in general. Oh, and by the way, they made it so that way, and this would be really good for a stream too. Um,
It's cross.
yeah, it's crossplay now.
Yeah,
Uh,
I saw a girl play it earlier today, and she was like, "I'm playing it on the Xbox," and someone was playing it on the PS4. So I was like, "I didn't know it was crossplay now. Like, it's
yeah,
cool.
I was gonna say that makes me so upset
Why?"
because do you know I have that game in like three different. I have it for Switch, I have it
Mhm.
for PlayStation 4, and I also have it for PC. Like I have it so many different. In which case, they all have different states of like the expansions.
Mhm.
Like so there are some packs that I like paid for like multiple times. Like
Oh.
in which case I'm just like, well, because it when it first came out, it was only available for Steam.
Mm.
So I didn't have a good enough computer for that, so I bought it for the PC and I used it at my brother's house for a while. Like I would like do my laundry at my brother's house and just play.
Oh.
And I bought expansions, like different packs on that version. And then I have it like 99.9%. I have a lot of this stuff for PlayStation 4 and then on Switch now, which doesn't play as nicely on the Switch. I have a
Mm.
couple of I I just bought one thing and that was it on the Switch because I don't want to. But yeah, no, I don't have it. Like it would be nice if they would uniform. I don't think they want to do that.
Yeah,
Why
no,
would they?
no. Which I'm like, all right. I mean, I guess I'm grateful to not have to, that it it feels like at times, uh, when it comes to everyone being like, "Oh my god, did you play this game? Oh my god, you need to get this game. Oh my god!" Like jumping on things immediately is good, and then other times it's like I could wait and watch them release some stuff that's better than whatever popped up when it first came out.
Yeah,
So Dead by Daylight, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I downloaded it for PlayStation Plus, but didn't really want anything to do with it except for if it was people wanting to play. But yeah, I was like, all right, if I ever get to play it with people, that'd be cool. But if not, it's okay. I at least got a free game.
oh
But
yeah,
thank God, I didn't want to pay for it. But I'm excited now because I'm like, oh, I would love to play with you. I love to play with other people. And this Friday is Persona 5 Strikers.
expansion
No,
or
it's supposed to be a whole new game. Like it's supposed to be like a true, I guess a true sequel
okay.
after the first one. And I was straight up ignoring it. I was like, I didn't even, because I'm like, if it's not Persona 6, get out of my face. Like, what do you, why? And
Yeah,
because you can see it every time they have a Persona, well, Persona 3 and Persona 4, and now Persona 5, they always have like the main game, and then they have all these side games
yeah.
that are just like, they're singing, they're dancing, they're fighting, they're doing other stuff. But this time, they're like, oh no, for real. And Bibi was like, no, for real. Like, this is an actual game that's supposed to take place after the original. And I was like, ah, okay.
You're like, I'll deal with it then.
Now I'm excited because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can go back into Persona 5 because I'm seeing so many people play Persona 5 now. Like that game came out in 2017 and now everyone's playing it. I'm like, where were y'all at? Like, where was everybody at? So now it makes me look like I'm a newbie because everyone's like, oh my god, Persona 5. And I'm like, I've been beat that. You're like, what you know about Persona? Bitch, I've been played it, beat it, done. Like, what you mean? What do I
Like
know about Persona?
you're yeah, right. Your dad walked in with
Yo, like that's been playing Persona, like Persona. Well, of course, me Persona 3, Persona 4, um, Persona 1, Persona. I didn't get. I didn't. I have two. I bought two. I have two on the PS3, and I have two unopened here, but I didn't play them. But yeah, I'm like people now. And then Rodney said, seems like Valheim is the new game right now. And that's some I keep seeing that name, but I don't know what it is.
I was gonna say it sounds like Norse.
Yeah,
Like Valheim.
It's that one in Hades. Like, there's so many people like, you gotta play Hades. I'm like, I
That's
believe you.
that's hell. No.
Yeah, it's Hades.
That's hell. I'm
It looks
not
cool.
going to, but I'm going to run a cult because I
Hmm.
need to ascend. I need to ascend, in which case I once did beat the game, like the proper way, where like you ascend. Um, I ascended once. I like that night I had like a glazed look on my eyes, like Cupid walked in and I was like I spent all day, like all basically all weekend. It was my weekend off.
Oh,
I played 3 days in a row, and in which case he just walked in and I'm like,
you was in it. Now, when you say ascended, that means like you were the cult leader, or
yeah, you know, you're the leader. So like I reached whatever I was needed to do.
you ascended into like victory? I guess
Yeah,
you.
I ascended. Yes.
Okay.
So I ascended and I was like, so, and then it's so funny because all weekend I played all weekend
Mhm.
from the start of my weekend off until my last day.
Wow.
At 10:30 at night, I ascended,
Wow.
walked into the bedroom, and then I said, I am so sorry I was a shitty boyfriend. Thank you so much for being a really good boyfriend. I'm like,
Oh,
I just ascended. I'm like, I'm probably not going to be that as obsessed as I was. Like, so I do apologize.
yeah.
Um, but I was just like towards the end, like that last like 8 hour stint, that like last gameplay, I was like, I was just like,
You were in the zone.
I was like, but glazed over look, like wasn't listening to anything else. I was like,
Look, I.
you've been there, you've been there, we've all been there.
Well, yeah, I've been there. I'm trying to think of what game I've been there for, or more so just like being on my phone a lot. But I feel you. I understand.
Just but that glazed over, just like
But was that this past weekend, or was that like
it was. That was okay. So that was 2 weekends ago.
okay?
That was 2 weekends ago, and then this weekend, because my one employee wasn't in, and then we're hiring, like I'm hiring new, but since my one employee wasn't in, I had to work this weekend, so like
Mm,
I worked, like I was just like, okay, well, like I have to work, so I just had off Monday, so I like I don't know. It's just in which case a lot of people wanted to make calls and stuff because of Valentine's Day. So when I
yeah.
tell you Valentine's Day, like Valentine's, like I was running around all day, and then I like got home and I was like, I don't want to do it. I was like,
You didn't want to do anything.
yeah, just because it was just great. It was crazy. And think about it. Everybody like wants assistance in making that stuff, which makes sense. It's just when I'm the only one there, it's just it's a lot of running around. It's
Yeah, it's definitely you doing a lot of back and forth, up and down, running around stuff, and it's like no.
yeah, 2 floors, like 90 something people, you know? And I want to make sure everybody gets whatever they need, you know? So,
Yeah.
ooh, all right. So, Valheim, hot new game. It's a Nordic survival game. It's procedurally generated. It's kind of reminiscent of Mine. So, it's Minecraft. It's adult Minecraft. That's got random.
I'm not into games like that.
It's randomy. You don't like first person anyway.
No, like the most I've ever liked a first person shooter or first person any game has been Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah.
Like that was as real as that was going to be, and then I was like, I don't know, like I'm not into it. Nothing about and visually, I'm not into it. If I'm not into it visually, I'm like, why are we doing this? Like,
Mm,
uh,
mm.
and I'm not good at aiming. I'm not good at shooting. I'm not. Okay, he
Oh,
said
it's
third
third.
person.
Okay, it's third person. So you do get to, because I like third person because I like seeing what I wear.
Yeah, I like seeing who it is and what I'm doing versus like running around and seeing hands, and that's it. But then again, I did sorry, I did like Firewatch. Like Firewatch was dope, which I feel like I have to play again, probably like a year later. um,
I love how there are games that are just like that. Like you're like, yeah, I need my yearly like.
I need to play that again. But it's really mostly because of the fact that I didn't download the streams when I was supposed to, and then they all left, and then I was like, I only had that one stream I downloaded, and I forgot the rest, and but it is what it is. But yeah, I just I'll Google I'll YouTube Valheim and I'll YouTube Hades because those are the main games that people are like, oh my god, this is so good. And then my stupid ass was like, well, I already have a lot of games right now, so I'm just not gonna buy any games.
I heard that too. You were you were like, well, that's why it's called a library. I think we need to get out of the like mind frame that
Mm,
like I need to play the games that I bought. Like no, it's just like books. Like
yes.
you buy it because you're investing your money into something that you're thinking, "Oh, I probably would like this. I'm going to get back to it when I can." So
Mm,
like don't think that you need everything. Like no, it's fine. It's part of your library. People that have thousands of books, it doesn't mean that they've read thousands of books. It means
mm.
that they interested them.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to make sure that the most that I've because I'm saying like I did what I do. I listened to oh my god. I had a book, A Blade So Black, and I had that audiobook forever. And I was like, all right, look, quarantine, I could have totally listened to these books, but I didn't. So now I'm currently listening to Taraji P. Henson's book,
Hmm.
Around the Way Girl. So I'm like, okay, look, I'm not gonna buy no more audiobooks until I'm actually finished with the ones I previously bought.
Hmm.
But yeah, like you said, I like I said, I totally said that, and then the next day I bought more games. I was like,
That's too funny.
we're gonna buy more games, and then I was like, oh well, it is what it is. I'll get to them. And then when I beat Later Daters, I was so like, what should I play? And then I was so excited about the games I bought. I really should have just went back to Going Under because I want to finish Going Under. I haven't finished it yet, but what did I do? I started Bayonetta. Like, does that make sense? No, but
Oh, I have Bayonetta. I have Bayonetta 1 and 2.
no, you have it for what?
Switch.
Okay, see, I bought Bayonetta for PC, and then people were asking me if I had it for Switch. I was like, no, and they're like, oh, the guy, the person, I don't know if it's a guy, but they were just like, oh yeah, 1 and 2 is for Switch, so you can play the second one after the first one. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oops.
Yeah, no, I was gonna that was like a random that was like a random buy for me.
Hmm.
I think I was at the store looking for like I think I was looking for Mario Party and I couldn't find it and I saw that they had Bayonetta and it said 1 and 2 that like
Hmm.
digital download of 1 but you have it had 2. So I was like, "Yeah, no, that looks." I was like, "Yeah." And so I like went back home and I was like, "I really should have bought that." So then I bought it. In which case Bayonetta like that's like a prime example of like a game that I would like not it that doesn't need to be a digital download. Like there are games
Mm.
like so in my mind a digital download game is like a prime example of a digital download is um Animal Crossings. Like it's
Okay.
something that you're going to need that on your device. Like you're going to need that on your device all year, right? So
Mm.
like I'm not I don't need a cartridge because I need the ability to be able to play Animal Crossings all the time because it's like it's something that you passively play. Like
Mm.
any game that you can passively go back to, like at any point in time. Like yeah, get that in digital download. That way you don't have to carry around the thing. You
Yeah.
know, like if somebody's a Pokemon fan, like if you know that you're gonna keep it for like more than a year, like you'll go back to playing it, then you don't need a cartridge for it.
Mm.
But like if there's something that like you're not going to play like that, I say get a cartridge that, and especially if you have more than one Switch. Like if it's not like a personal game, then get it for a cartridge. I don't know why I'm going on a tangent.
Well, no, we had that conversation earlier too because her games came out, the Bowser Fury and the Super Mario something something.
Hmm.
I'm not sure, but I was like, well, I'm gonna buy them for you. Obviously, like they're coming out, and I didn't buy them physically. I gave her the money and the funds, and then she's like, oh, I thought you would buy it physically. And I was like, well, I mean, COVID, yes, like COVID is still out here, and
Hmm.
I'm not leaving the house. But then when it came to like Persona 5 Strikers, I was like, do I need to buy that physically? But I was like, no, no. Like at this point, I don't really need to buy them physically. I would buy it on the PS4 though,
Yeah.
because all my other stuff, all my Persona stuff is on PlayStation, so I want to continue that. But Bayonetta, I was kind of like, well, I've seen it in other places, and I'm like, if I'm going to stream it, I might as well buy it for the PC.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, like, what's the point of having like a super specs on your PC if you're not going to use it to stream? Especially because like Bayonetta is like it's like flashy, like lots of stuff going on. Like, no, you want
It's clean, like it looks great
yeah.
on stream. But it's also like I have this wide bent monitor, like it's like wide, woo, and I'm kind of like, oh, I would love to like have. I would love to just play the game. Oh yeah,
I I was thinking that too.
you know what? And I didn't. I mean, you know why though? Because I was waiting just for that day so that it could just be available to her immediately. I'm not really so much trusting. I want to say I'm not so much trusting with the mail right now, especially with the snow and stuff, and
Mm,
especially with it's delivered and it's not, and it's like shit is delayed up in here. So I was more for the instant gratification. As soon as I go to put the money in, it's there. But I was like, I can always physically buy it for you. Like I can physically always get it, especially if you want to share it with the fam. Like I would love. I have no problem with buying it,
yeah.
but I was just like for you to play it right now. Yes, like we gonna do that right now. And also, I didn't have money before. Like I didn't have money until that day, so I was like, "You gonna get this game that day?" Because I had no money before. But those were some other factors in which I didn't. But Persona 5, I'm like, look, it could be. I can download that junk, and if I really want it, I can go get it. Because Troy and I, when Persona 5 came out, like Troy and I had to drive all the way to Yonkers to get the special edition of Persona 5. Like that was what I
You
was
got the good one.
hmm?
I said you got the good one, limited edition.
Oh yeah, like and he was buying it for me as a present. So it came with the uh Morgana? Morgana? Yeah, Morgana the cat. It came with the oh Lord, it came with the art book, the soundtrack, and something else. I want to say it was a bag. But I don't think it was a bag. No, it was a bag. I'm stupid. It was the bag. It was a bag. So it was a whole student backpack, or the bag that I actually put a lot of like technical stuff in now. It's underneath this table. So I was like, I'm gonna get the special edition of Persona. Like I loved 3, I love 4, and the first one I got, Persona, the PSP version, I got a hat. Like it was like a hat that you
You
could.
got a hat version?
I got a hat. So yeah, I'm like Persona. If Persona 5 Strikers is like, I'll wait for Persona 6, and even then, if I really needed it physically, like, fine, whatever. But yeah, and also, just like, do I need it physically?
Mm.
I feel like I'm kind of like,
Do you think that as a culture we're like now we're like minimalism, yes. Like we're done with like I don't need 50,000 things.
sorta. I
Yeah.
feel like the older I'm getting, the more it's starting to feel like I'm hoarding things versus like collecting.
Yeah.
Video
I,
games, like I would go to, was it a video game con, and video game stores, and I'm like, I'm looking for the rare, I'm looking for the retro, like where is this
yeah.
RPG from 1987, like where is it? And now I'm like, shit, do I really need this?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
it's great to have, but also, like, do I need it physically though? Because now they're releasing everything basically digitally. Do I need to hunt like Persona 2? Persona 2, I was like, I was gonna pay back in the day 80, 90, $100 for Persona 2.
Yeah.
To find out that shit is like $10 on the PS3 store. Like, what? Okay, I guess I don't really need to. But then I feel bad because I have all these physical games I bought and I've never played.
Yeah.
But yet here I am, PS4, oogling a PS5, and then being like, I don't really need a PS5. I have a whole gaming PC. Why I need to? It seems like there's so much happening. I don't really need all that anymore. So yeah, and even with the anniversaries, the birthdays, the occasions, I'm like, do I physically need things? Because if I wanted them, I can buy them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is this what adulting growing up is now? Like this is I don't know.
You know what? I find that the stuff that I'm trying to the stuff that I'm collecting, I guess I'm being more mindful of what I'm collecting.
Mm.
Um, if that makes sense in like a weird way.
No, this that makes perfect sense.
It's not the fact that like I'm not. Um, it's just like for me now, it's more board games and like I have no qualms. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll just throw this out. Like I don't need this anymore. Like I'm doing that at work especially with some of the stuff that I have no intention of using. I'm like, yeah, like I don't need this cellophane wrap. Like it's not like I'm not going to use it. It's not wrapping paper. It's clear. Like I'm not going to use it. Like I know for a fact I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, you just
Like
have it. It's like, why is it here? Let's get rid of it. You know?
there's a reason why nobody has touched this in like however many years it's been here. Like no, like I'm like because that's my big thing. I'm like just get it out of my face. Like I'm like it's annoying me.
Get it out of my face.
Yeah, like
Okay.
legitimately, I'm like why is it here? Um, Goodbye.
Yeah,
Like
no, it's yeah, the stuff that I'm like, all right, I could get rid of that. Like even now to the point where my big thing, not even the games, is really the clothes.
mm,
Like if anything, quarantine, I've purchased way more clothes than I've ever probably purchased in years. And my drawers aren't really fitting. Like they're starting to I have an abundance of clothes now, and a lot of them I love. But then I'm like, I could get rid of at least probably 2 bags of clothes for real now. Like, yeah.
I I do that all the like I always go through my stuff. Like for me, I'm just like if like Cupid's drawers are overpacked all the time on his
Mhm.
for his drawers. But my drawers, I like an empty drawer. I like maybe like like maybe like two pieces of clothing per like layers inside the drawer.
Yes.
Like when you can fit like four, I'm just like no two. I'm like just because it's like I know for a fact that I'm not gonna like no, I don't need that many clothes. Like it's fine. In which case, because like I wear the same three things anyway. Like for the most part, it's like I wear the same stuff anyway, and like it's like whatever. Like
No, I feel you. Like at this point, it's different because like at least you physically go outside and like you're going to work and you're
yeah,
doing things. I'm like, I have all these clothes. I do want to wear them, but then the anxiety is like, I'm gonna wear this one outfit and I'm not gonna do laundry for weeks. So I'm like, I'm gonna forget I even have that shirt
yeah,
in the hamper. And then as soon as I wash my clothes, I'm like, oh, there's the shirt I've been wanting to wear for like 3 weeks. And but now I have all these other clothes I want to wear and show off and be like, look at this what I have. So, but then it's like, I don't want to wear all these clothes at home.
yeah,
Where am I going? Like, I'm wearing this puffy vest and like a Sherpa sweater. Where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not seeing anybody physically
yeah,
outside. So, but then even when I do go outside, I'm like, I can't wear my good stuff because then it goes instantly in the hamper. I
yeah,
gotta disinfect everything. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh,
yeah.
goddamn COVID.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's so hard. Like, oh my god, I can't wear my new shit. Like, Jesus,
It's too hard.
so annoying because it's like no one of quality is like even outside for me to like grace them with my presence. Like even just wearing a fucking face mask. I'm like, which one do I wear? Like, do I wear this one? Do I wear this one?
Oh
No,
my gosh.
because no one fucking looks at me. Like no one looks my way. So yeah, the most I'm excited for is like to finally go to this new neurologist I have. I'm already thinking about, should I wear Black Lives Matter? Should I wear like Stop Killing Us? Should I wear something that's like Yes, I'm Black? Or should I just wear something that's joy, infinity? Like now a bitch got a wardrobe, bitch got merch. Should I wear my merch? Should I wear something that's black? Should I wear something that's gamer? What do I wear for this
Where do,
appointment? Do I go and then I go home to my parents? Do I wear something black? Do I wear something? Because I did last time. I wore
yeah.
what was it? In Living Black. I wore that hoodie, and I wore my merch, my mask, my. So I'm like, what do I wear going home? What do I wear on the ride there? Like I don't know.
um it's so funny because I was we had your Twitch up and you were talking about your merch. You're like, man, you were saying thank you to everybody that that does support you and supports your merch. And um Cupid looked at me at his side and was like, where's your merch? I was like, shut up.
Where's my merch, bitch?
It was just so funny. Like, it was just,
Where's your merch? Look,
where's your
you
merch?
like you as in like chock full of moxie, or like
I
oh as
just,
in nightcap.
I'm
Like
like, I don't know. Like, I was gonna say, like, this is the only thing worth pushing. But I mean, like, I'm not pushing anything. Just
I mean, we could totally
like my merch would just be
it would be
like this is my
an
goat. I don't know if you notice in all of like my pictures, like where it's like you and me, like you
outfit.
look like you. You're like, yeah, yeah, and then me, I'm
Uh no,
like that. That's my go-to pose. I'm like, just
oh
because
my
it's my like no, I'm not doing this. Like I feel like when you do anything like with the computer or streaming or personality based on the interwebs,
god.
um, you need to. There are two ways to play it. You can either wholeheartedly like yeah, like we're doing it. I'm taking names. I'm kicking ass. Like this is it. Or which is great because like you have full conviction. You're like I'm gonna grab. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say I'm gonna grab.
My bad.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, go grab,
um,
grab it. You better.
exactly. Or you can just say like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like doing it. So like my approach is the like I don't know what in which case I know what I'm supposed to do, in which case I'm not doing it the way I'm supposed to do it. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
Um
I mean, that's how I was in the beginning. Like I had this Teespring store for years. I just never told anyone about it. And then when Ting was like, when Bibi was like, "Yo, we should have that. Like, we should do the merch." And I was like, "Do you think people will buy it? Like, do people care? Do
yeah.
you even wear something of us?" And then people are actually buying it. Like
That's cool.
people bought. Someone bought someone bought something like recently, and I was like, "Who is this? Like, who?" Because the thing with Teespring, you can't see who buys it, and you
Yeah.
can't tell where it's from unless they specifically want you to, because now they have a new integration with Twitch where you can buy something and it pops up on your Discord.
Mhm.
It says so and so bought this. And so I'm like, but this person was anonymous. So it's like anonymous person bought this. And I'm like, who is buying things? Like, and it's not me.
Yeah.
I buy my own merch at this point, but like who bought that? I'm trying to think of back where who what was it? It was not the no, it's not the announcements. It's the because now I want to see again. Who did this? Someone bought an all over print unisex tee. I'm like, who buys this? Who bought that? Like, I don't
Somebody
know.
with taste.
Is it because I just threw it up there. I didn't know anyone was really gonna buy it, but someone actually bought it.
Somebody's gonna walk around in your face.
And I'm like, I'm waiting for someone to get. I'm waiting for it to ship out and for someone to tag. Like, I'm waiting for the tag. Can someone
Yeah,
tag me in it? Because I'm just like, who was walking around with my face? Like,
I'm somebody with taste. I don't and you know what? I could see people not even knowing you, just like seeing that and being like, "That's a kick-ass shirt," and it like just weirdly, just like like it being like all of a sudden Kanye's wearing you.
yo, I'd be like, how did he find me?
In which
Why?
case, then your sales would just be like, Psh, and then
Yo,
knockoff versions of your face. Yeah,
it'd
it's gonna.
be so crazy. But
Oh,
yeah,
it's that's gonna happen. I'm like, oh, we gotta get going, but I wanted to show
yeah,
you this.
yeah. I was telling my friends about how you have the new phone, the
I got the baby one.
the mini, the 12 mini 12.
I love it.
It looks great.
I was gonna say I love it. I love a small phone. Now you had the SE for the longest time. Do you
Yeah,
still? I was gonna say you still have the SE, right?
yeah. I keep all my phones. I have them all.
I was gonna. Um
I could
like
tell. You want me to? Well, I mean, we could probably do that in another stream. But like, I have all my. I
I
have the 5S, the first SE, and then this one now.
yeah,
Uh, this one that's
the
it
new
looks
SE.
it looks bigger because I have a thicker case,
Yeah.
and this is something that Baby Drew this one too.
Oh.
But yeah, I definitely enjoy it, but in the beginning it was a bit weird to like with my thumb going across the screen and stuff. It seemed like it was a lot. It was definitely bigger than, the other phones I had, but
Yeah.
I like it now because it does feel like a true mini upgrade
Yeah.
of a handheld computer
Mhm.
versus having to get my iPad and having to. I can still do stuff on the phone. It's big enough where I can do stuff, and I don't have to go to my iPad, and then I don't
Yeah.
have to break out the laptop. So, but no, I really do like that the 12 mini. I mean 20, yeah, right, 12 mini.
Yeah. This is my 12 mini.
Yeah, that looks dope. Like I really do like that, and of course, got
It's
all the cameras on it too.
oh yeah. Oh, and that's like it's funny. That's like the one thing. Um I'm like I just want like a decent camera. Like for the most
Mhm,
part, like that's the only thing that makes it different than anything else. Well, also the reliability. Like
mhm.
whenever I have to help somebody with like a fire, like the Kindle Fire,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like just like trying to like swipe it, like I don't know, it's like so laggy, which I don't know if it's because like there are different like qualities of like the Kindle Fires, but like it like stuff lags, like or like the operating systems are like just
You're
janky.
good.
I don't know. I just
Or for
that's
your
but
phone.
that's in comparison to like what I'm used to. Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't know. Maybe I'm just a maybe I'm just snobby, but like there's like a different like a Kindle, like because it has all the bloatware on it.
Huh?
Like like so on the Kindle, like let's say like you tap it open, it'll have like an advertisement like running and then that's what you have to like swipe up from. It's like an advertisement, but since it's an advertisement, it's like laggy. It's
Oh, I don't
because
know
it's
about
like
that.
yes, like it's so weird.
I never owned a Kindle, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. It's like I've noticed that with like Icarus's, like
He has a Kindle?
yeah, oh
Well,
heck
he has
yeah.
to have an iPad, I guess, so he's gonna have his Kindle.
Yeah. I was
No,
like, yeah,
no.
no, he's not gonna have an iPad.
My thing back in the day, and I know I said this on stream last yesterday, but it was like when anytime I've been on unemployment, which has been twice in my life, I bought expensive things. So my last time I was on unemployment, I bought the iPad, and I
Yeah.
was so debating getting a Kindle. Like, should I get the Surface Pro or
Yeah.
whatever the hell? And then I think my friend or somebody was like, "You just get the iPad," or maybe it was you. You're just like, "Get the iPad. Like, you have the other Apple things. Just get the iPad." And I was like, "All right, I guess." And now I've been on unemployment for almost a year, and what did I get? Fucking gaming PC,
Yeah.
monitor,
Yeah.
lights, like
Yeah.
ring light, and all this other shit. I'm like, so when I'm on unemployment, like shit is popping, but
Yeah.
like when I'm working, it's like I just gotta struggle to save money, like so. Yeah, unemployment's popping. I love this shit.
Yes.
Awesome, but I feel like I'm so scared now because I feel like it's gonna end in March. Like I feel like I looked at the paper, like the original paper they sent. Of course, things could change, but the original paper when I first got my unemployment stuff, they're like, this is supposed to be from March to March 2021.
Yeah.
Fuck, I kind of like I like it, but if I gotta go back to work, I gotta go back to work. Fine, but yeah, I'm just like trying to live it up and enjoy quarantine unemployment right now
Yeah.
until I have to call my job and be like, so can y'all put me on the schedule real quick or nah?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think I was gonna say you're still in good standing, right? Like it's not like they were like,
Yeah. The
okay,
last time I spoke to them was probably in October, and it was the one of the owners, he reached out to me. I mean both of them, I mean all of them did, but
yeah,
the main guy was like the money guy. And he was like, "So, it's October, like how do you feel?" And I'm like, "Well, honestly, like I don't feel comfortable going into the city. I really don't. And honestly, I kind of want to ride this unemployment out. So, I'm gonna just stay
shh,
home." No, no, no. I no, he knew
yeah,
because it wasn't just me. Because he said that he's like, there's a lot of other people. Clearly, like y'all don't need to come in. But I'm like, well, the only really time I'm trying to come back in is if y'all trying to pay like a little. Like everything went up. It's not like things got cheaper.
yeah,
Like, and you already know we're getting paid lower than really what we should be getting paid. I'm getting paid like 16 something, but really with the job, I really should be paid like 20 something, at least 30 something
yeah,
for this position. But you got me on layaway, motherfucker. Like I had to fight for like $1. Like
yeah,
because to leave the other position I had was $15. I was like, I'm not gonna leave this other job that's way closer to my house to go into the city for another $15. Like if anything, you gonna pay me a little higher, but this you want me to risk my not having a good immune system ass to go be an engineer for egotistical people who want to talk about why they can't get a man or can't get a woman or whatever? No, I'm gonna stay my ass right here, and you can deal with that virtually. But I'm not gonna physically go in and risk my immune system to be spraying and cleaning and all this other foolishness y'all doing. No, thank you. So let me write out this unemployment that pays me higher than you pay me regularly. No thanks, I'm good. Realness. Bam. So yeah, it's been great, and it's funny too. Going back to Persona 5, one of the owners, we're friends on PS4. He was playing Persona 5. I'm like, dude, don't you run a whole business? Look at him playing Persona 5. It was so funny. And I messaged him like, dude, you finally got into Persona 5, huh? And he didn't message me back. I was like, what the fuck, bro? But anyway, yeah. So things are popping over here in the in the
quarantine life,
in the the Toy Story household over here. The gay.
joy story.
No, okay, now this is the last thing I'll say. So my when I was streaming yesterday, the guy that I was talking about that told me about for Bayonetta and stuff, they were like, is this a gay household?" Because I was playing Bayonetta and I was saying like, "Oh, I didn't know that she was a gay icon," but I was like, "Yes, this is a gay household. Like Bibby and I are of the gay. I'm of the gay. I'm bisexual." And he's like, "Oh, great!" Or they were like, "Great!" And I was like, "We are doing well in this gay household. Doing well. Gay household, ow, gay household, ow." So yeah, you got it. Thank you. We went over time. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. I unfortunately I gotta go.
It's fine.
I get so
It's,
um
you gotta go to work. We gotta do stuff. We gotta do.
yeah, the the leveling up, I'm still in the process. Like I'm still getting my sea legs with it. So
Leveling up, like at your job.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
since the promotion. So I'm still like just when things seem to be, then it's like
It
so
gets crazy, and then you gotta do more. Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
and then yeah, because that's why like probably like 3 weeks ago or like a month and a half ago, I was like, oh, okay, like it seemed like it's like no.
No, no, I'm dead tired now. Like I'm ass tired now. We gotta.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you've noticed that like it seems like I'm like manic depressive almost because like sometimes I'm like yeah no it's great everything's fine and then like other days I'm just like I
Hate everything about this.
I hate I'm tired so I'm gonna say oh 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 sanasami nasai
Wow. Oh, Yasumi Nasai,
oh yasumi nasai I'm sorry
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma we would like to thank Rodney and Mr. Rick um
Yeah.
and Miss Joy I'm thanking you
I thank you,
uh,
Mr. Richard, Mr. Rick.
she's Joy Infinity on all the things I'm chock full of Moxie but this is Nightcap um she forgot that you got to point the opposite
Yeah. Like
direction.
this one.
Yeah. Um. Oh, Yasamina Sai. There we go.
Oh,
I said it right, Rodney. Watch her. Um. Tell her to buy more games that she doesn't own.
and buy my merch.
Yes, buy her merch. Uh. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait,
Thank
I have to hit
you.
the button.
Hit that button.